Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna show you the most common mistakes people make going to India. Like few days back, one of my friends went to India, had amazing time until he had very bad diarrhea, vomiting, you name it. This problem is very common, I can see, and I felt so bad that he came back with such a bad experience. And I am born in India. I am organizing travels to India for the last 11 years, and I thought it's my responsibility to share these travel tips, travel advices, so that you don't come back with those bad experiences. So in this video I'm going to share with you how to travel smart, how to deal with the hygiene problems, how to deal with overwhelm of planning a holiday to India. It's a huge country and it's very overwhelming and it takes a lot of time. So this video will definitely help you. Also, how to deal with like auto rickshaws, day-to-day stuff, hotels, how to make your holiday an exciting one, not only just to avoid the mistakes but to also create that incredible holiday experience. Basically, you are spending a lot of time and money going there, and by not planning properly you can easily make or break your holiday. So in this video I'm going to share all my advices which I have learned for the last 11 years, and also I have prepared a nice ebook, a very comprehensive one to go deep inside each of those topics which I mentioned. So you can click the link below and download it. It would be very helpful and definitely save you a lot of time, money and health problem for sure. And also a lot of tips for female travelers as well, and also a checklist with all different kind of points to make sure that your holiday is a mistake-free holiday and you don't come back with those bad experiences, only with wow experiences. You come back with wow experiences. When you arrive in India first, you would be overwhelmed, but do not worry. The first thing what you need to do is have a open mind, an open heart before even you decide to go to India. And when you arrive there, you would be approached by several people from different aspects of life. The best thing to do, keep moving forward, do not make eye contact. That's the best way, because people would be selling to you, approaching you for different things you don't want, and you would be tired saying no. So best is just ignore, don't make eye contact, keep moving forward. Okay, so point number 1 is hygiene. So definitely avoid, regardless you are staying in a 3-star, 4-star or 5-star hotel, definitely avoid for the first few days at least freshly cut salads, cold vegetables, cold meat, fresh juices, even anything cold. Only eat hot fresh food, that's all. If you avoid this for the first few days, you would be absolutely fine. So my bonus tip is definitely avoid ice. It's an absolute no-no. If you're staying in a 5-star hotel, definitely you can have, but please avoid it for the first few days. I say this to my all the amazing travelers coming and joining our groups, and it has worked for many years, 11 years, and it should work for you as well. Point number 2, we all know that we can't drink tap water, we have to drink bottled water, but please check the seal, because many times you can be scammed. So once what happened was, we were taking a train with our group and one person was in a rush and just bought a water from the kiosk on the train station, the platform, and he didn't check and he had diarrhea. You know what happened? He didn't check there was the proper seal, and basically he bought a bottle of water which was refilled. So please check the seal to avoid this kind of mistakes. And also my bonus tip is, for at least for the first few days or maybe even the entire trip, to be safe, brush your teeth with the bottled water as well. They're very cheap, so why not? Now point number 3, there would be a lot of temples and how to prepare for them. Now definitely you have to take off your shoes. Now if you are fussy about the cleanliness, please bring an extra pair of socks in your bag. That would definitely solve a lot of problems. And also please do wear full sleeves, and it's much easier and it will save you a lot of hassle as well, and especially for women travelers, definitely trust me. So wear long sleeves, just something cotton, something light but long sleeves, and also it will draw less attention to you. Now that leads me to number 4th point, which is you will get a lot of attention. Now, it is not something bad, it's just people, local people are interested genuinely and curious. You're just a foreigner and they're so curious to know about you. Now, also a bonus tip is buy local, some kind of traditional dress like a salwar kameez or something like that, and that will definitely help you blend in. And also local people love when foreigners wear traditional clothes, so they will be even more friendlier and they will approach you, they will help you, and you can spark a nice beautiful conversation. Now, if you are a female traveler, definitely check out my e-guide, because I have gone quite deep inside it, and there's a special section only for female traveler and solo travelers as well. Also, a bonus tip for you female travelers is that when you are there, even if you're traveling on your own, just try to travel with someone. It will make your life much easier, regardless of a man or a woman, whoever it is. Just try to travel at least in a pair. Point number 5, always carry with you a antibacterial gel. Always just keep using it, especially obviously before eating and before dining, and especially before having street food. Now that leads me to number 6, which is street food. Now, India is the paradise for street foods, but yet people get the most health problem from street food. But again, street food are one of the best foods you can ever get. Cities like Calcutta, Delhi, Mumbai, even Chennai, these are just so famous for street foods. Now, the best tip I can give you, which I give to my amazing travelers as well, is only go to the places where there is a big queue to buy those food, where there is a lot of people, because everything is just being sold constantly. It's hot, fresh, and definitely order something which is pumping hot, not anything which is cold. Now, also, if you go to a place like that, you can always chat up with the local people. It's a great experience and great ambience with all those things going on, like the sound, the noise, they're shouting, they're asking you to come by. It's amazing. That is what real India is, and you must try, but use my tips and you would be fine. Point number 7 is the tuk-tuk drivers or the auto rickshaw drivers. Now, I come from Calcutta, and even in my own city I was scammed, believe it or not, but this is about like 15 years back. But I have been scammed in Delhi, in Mumbai quite a few times, notorious. But also I met some lovely guys who are like a driver and a guide at the same time, especially in Jodhpur. So it depends, but better to be safe than sorry. So before you get into a auto rickshaw in India, you finalize the price. Okay, I want to go from here to there, how much is it? They tell the price, then you get in, otherwise you do not get inside. Now, definitely I recommend going into an auto rickshaw ride, because it's so much fun, and again, it's a real India, so you have to experience that. But again, keep it just for a joyride, don't use it extensively, I would say. Also, watch what you say to them. Be careful with the information you're giving to them, because they can exploit it. Trust me, again, I'm telling you from my experience. So point number 8, about credit cards. Now, you might be thinking, coming from US or Europe, that we can use credit card like here we do anywhere. Even in the small restaurants, not exactly, not the safest and the wisest thing to do. Why? Is because they can charge you, even you are paying for meal for 2 or something like that, and they have this information, the copy sometimes even, and they can charge you when you're already out of your country. And believe me, I have suffered, it has happened personally to me, that definitely it is not a wise thing to do. Yes, you can use your credit card paying to the hotel, big hotels especially, paying in the shopping malls, online, all different places, no problem, but not in the small places for sure. Point number 9, ATMs. Basically, ATMs are everywhere in India, so no problem with that, and you can use your card to take out cash, absolutely safest way. But the biggest problem is, most of the time the ATMs would run out of cash, especially in smaller areas, and in the big cities not so much a problem. And also sometimes you have to wait for the queue, so it's a bit of a waste of time as well. So cash is king. Everywhere is cash, cash, cash. And as I said, credit cards do not use. Everywhere you must use cash and keep it with you. Now that leads me to the 10th point, which is a very, very, very important point, which is do not keep all your eggs in the same basket. I'm sure you got the point, which is don't keep all your cash in one place, in one pocket. Just divide the cash into few places. Number 11 is money exchange scams. Now I have been scammed in Bali but not in India, but I've heard stories people who have got scammed. So basically, when you're changing money at the airport or anywhere, actually in the city it happens more, that when they're counting, it looks like it's all okay, and then they would create a diversion. Obviously they're not going to scam you on your face, so they will create a diversion. You look something, you think something else, and they have already shown you that they have counted the money, but in the meantime they took out few notes of the 500. It's not a much, you lost maybe $20, $30, but again it is a scam. So be careful, and it is very obvious that you need to recount your money after they give you. Now the 12th point, the most important one, is itinerary and planning. Now India is a huge country and it can be very, very overwhelming to plan a proper holiday to India, and I'm presuming that you have about 10, 12, 2 weeks or 3 weeks time, and you want to squeeze in as much as possible. Not a good idea, my friend, because as like a lot of other bloggers say, like for example I was watching Audrey and Sam's videos as well, they are also saying not to jam pack your itinerary, which we usually want to do because we want to see a lot. We want to tick the boxes that, oh, we have seen this, we have seen that, but not a good idea. Less is more, that's what I recommend, and in that case you will definitely enjoy the destination in a very beautiful way, and you will have heart-touching moments as well, unless you want to join a for example us, a authentic travel tour operator who specializes in those authentic experiences only, and then within the very short time you can do a lot because everything is organized, you don't have to think, and everything is well researched. So you have two options: either you go and you know take it easy and don't over squeeze, or if you have limited time, contact other tour operators or to us. We would be extremely happy to welcome you, obviously, to join our tours. And also definitely have a look at this guide, which I was saying. Obviously it will definitely help you. So less is more, or get professional help who are specialists in this authentic travel experiences. Point number 13, which I can't show in my hands actually but it is about transport. Again, it can be very overwhelming, like where to fly, how to go, trains, buses, what. Okay, so first thing is look into my guide. I have put lots of links, 2-3 updated links, which I use personally, and many other friends I have recommended to is use those sites to buy your flight tickets or even hotels as well, and even train tickets. Now that leads me to trains. Now trains are something which is a must in India. There is even Palace of Wheels, but if you don't have that budget, do not worry. And if you are going to the other side of India, you can always go for a train ride overnight, which I recommend, but please go on a aircon compartment. Do not buy the general class. There is something called 2-tier AC and 3-tier AC. Please buy one of them, and you can still have very beautiful, good experience with the locals. They will talk to you, chat to you, but again, red letters, red alarm. Do not accept food from strangers, because even Indians get scammed that they accepted food from the next guy, just casual chatting, and they woke up partially naked, which is everything got stolen, even shirts and trousers. So we did a few in our previous trips, some train rides, but I was always watching. I gave those tips and we were absolutely fine, but I have read those things in the newspaper, so that's why I wanted to warn you. But still don't want to discourage you to go for a train ride, because it is a must. It's such a beautiful experience, so do that, but just follow those steps. Now the bonus point is the mix of transports and the most effective way of traveling, which is a mix of flight, trains and hiring cars. So definitely fly, which is big city to, like, you know, like Calcutta to Delhi, for example, and it doesn't make sense to go by train because it will just take too much of your time. But the Golden Triangle area, which is Delhi, Agra, the Taj Mahal, Jaipur, definitely hire a car. If you are 2-person or 4-person, if it is 4, even more economical, but definitely hire even a small car, because you will be optimizing your time, definitely, and your driver will take you to the right places, keep you safe. But again, you know, have limited conversation, don't give all the informations, I would say. Next point, which I have lost the number, doesn't matter. Next point is bargaining. Now bargaining, I mean, in India we can't live without a bargain. Actually, I don't know why, honestly speaking, but it starts from the morning when, for example, I remember we used to go to the market from the morning buying fish, vegetables. You are constantly bargaining, haggling. This is part of the culture and fun as well. Once you start enjoying it, you will see it's a lot of fun. And also, do not feel bad that you're sometimes bringing the price from 1000 rupees, for example, to 100 rupees, especially on the streets. Not so much applicable in the shops, but definitely on the streets, because do not feel bad, because you are basically safeguarding yourself from getting scammed. So do not feel bad about it. This is totally normal. The next point is how to make your holiday an incredible experience. Now this is a very personal tip. My own tip, which I would like to share with you, is when you go to India, stay in a palace, a real palace. And you can stay in a real palace for a budget of, I don't know, like $70, $80, $90, $100, $250, $200, and it goes up to even 10,000. But you know, general price range is definitely approximately, I would say, 100, 150, something like that. Stay for stay for 1 or 2 nights and you will enjoy it. You will be surrounded by this history, the art, you know, like it's a true, real Indian hospitality, feeling like a Maharaja. And as I said, the words, I have no words how to explain you. It is, you must experience it yourself, then you can write back to me actually. And also this is a thing which I always do for our groups to India, and Bali also actually we do, but not in palace, but amazing villas. But anyway, that's a different story. So in India, also in South India, for example, in Kerala, stay not only in modern 5-star hotels, but also in those heritage hotels, which are historical buildings, mansions made of teak wood, you know, to give that traditional touch, that feeling. It's unbelievable. So that is my personal tip. Definitely use it. I'm sure you can find some good ones. If not, I will link also some in my guidebook as well. So I can't make this video any longer. It's already very long. So please download my whole travel pack, which is the ebook, very comprehensive, the whole travel checklist with all those points to make your holiday totally mistake free. And also definitely join our Facebook group, where you will meet other like-minded people who also like authentic travel holidays like you. Also, I personally share a lot of my own travel experiences in that Facebook group, and also it's lovely to meet like-minded people who loves to have those beautiful travel experiences. Please like this video. I would be so grateful. And also please subscribe to my channel because you don't want to miss my upcoming videos on how to travel smart to Bali, how to have those beautiful, amazing travel experiences in Southeast Asia, to Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines. So definitely subscribe to my channel and join my Facebook group and let's connect. Thank you so much for watching once again, and see you soon.